Today we're discussing the 5 best decks you can use to make it to Ultimate Champion. At number 5, or 1, or 3, or however you want to put it, the top 5 best decks, we're starting off with something a little salivating, something that's going to get your tongue boiling hot. This is going to be the Giant Skeleton Piggies deck. It's been out there a little bit, especially because Magic Archer has been coming out. So this deck has changed around a little bit. Always kind of had Magic Archer in it. With the Hero now, it's even better. And the Evos are obviously great in this deck. You have the Hero Piggies, Evo Piggies, which are super good. And all the cards in this deck are obviously really good. Let's go for a Barbara here to get the bowler. Now, obviously, before getting this challenge, I am playing in kind of a 1v1 challenge type-esque thing because I don't have all these cards upgraded to the max, so playing them at ranked would kind of get me booty spanked and almost like raped, although that might be a little bit of an atrocious word to use and might not be fully true, but definitely spanked on a very tedious level. But anyway, let's go for this, maybe line it up to the tower. Not going to be able to do that. Now you might be asking also, Lumber, or however you want to refer to Daddy as, you've never made it to Ultimate Champion. What gives you credibility, right, to be playing with the best decks? Well, the statistics come straight from Royal API, absolutely. I probably shouldn't with the ability there. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but we did make it to the tower, which is, wow, we actually did make it to the tower. That's pretty juicy. The statistics come from Royal API. These are going to be the best, the top win percentage decks in the entire game in Ultimate Champion, okay? Decks are going to get you to Ultimate Champion, absolutely, because they are the top win percentage decks in Ultimate Champion. Now, I personally never made it to Ultimate Champion, first of all, because I don't go with the crowd, okay? I differentiate. I go different. I'm an oddball. I'm the villain, if you will. If a crack kid told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it? No. So if the game's telling me I need to play meta decks to win, I'm not going to do that, okay? That's why I don't have really all these cards upgraded. That's why I'm not really trying to upgrade all these cards, because I like to diversify. I'm playing a Mega Knight Sparky deck right now, which is definitely not known to be an Ultimate Champion pretty much at all. And that's exactly what I love about this game, right? Or also hate about it is that I need to play meta decks to get to Ultimate Champion, which I think is honestly kind of false. I just need to perfect the off-meta deck in order to get to Ultimate Champion and beat all the other meta decks. So it takes a little bit more of a lengthy process to do something uncultured. But I'm doing it. So that's why I don't have all, and I'm not Ultimate Champion right now. Now, we did take his tower pretty salivatingly at the start, but we do seem to be struggling a little here to defend. I think this deck is defensive. Against Golem, it could be a little tender and a little moist as well. Let's go with our Rogue Ghost right here just to kind of defend that. And we're going to have a second tower battle here. The bomb is going to explode and all that, so we actually should be good on King Tower defense. I'm really just going to kind of need to defend my other tower. This running into the Lumberjack should do just with Charm, and then honestly, kind of need to use the Piggies more here. I know I'm honestly kind of going for a lot of the defense. Let's go for more of the offense right here and right now. Honestly, we can go for a nice arrows on this because we're going to take out most of those bats. Magic Archer is working. I've kind of prevented myself from using the ability for some reason, but I think that honestly is not, the worst thing in the world. He's going to go for that. Let's go for a Barbell right here. I'm actually going to go for our Dark Prince, obviously, to do some good splash damage. That might be dashing to the tower. Unfortunately, no, we actually stop it before it does, which is pretty juicy. And he keeps going for the ground and pound D, which I honestly don't like too much, but, it's okay. We can defend, definitely. And now we do have to go in. So we might go Golem in the pocket because he's feeling a little tender right now and feels like he wants to do something girthy. However, he's going to need to defend my entirety of my Piggies. Let's go for a nice little, yeah! Dang it! No death damage, and we get 0 damage on the tower as well. Or pretty much 0, or just like very little. Let's go for this actually. I don't think he has enough for Golem. We're going to take out that Night Witch pretty girthily there. And then honestly, do we take it out? Yes, we do. Let's actually go for a little bit of a step back here, just so that before he uses the ability. And he's still going to absolutely nut right all over my Magic Archer, which is going to be disgusting. And maybe nut all over wasn't quite the right word. But I honestly thought that he was going to go for the totem. That's actually insane that he didn't go for the totem. That definitely has less health. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, that is going to be, I know I lost with that deck, but it is going to definitely be in fact, this is actually number 1. This is number 1 on this. It's a 53% win rate in Ultimate Champion, which obviously, including the fact that this is going to be probably one of the most played decks. This is used by a lot of people. 53% is really high. Now, I might be the best at playing it physically because I'm not used to that deck. I did win a game right before that to test it out by a pretty good margin, but that deck, that opponent was definitely a little harder to face against, but it's okay. I think this deck, I should be able to, or at least this opponent, Foddy here, doesn't seem to, his screws are a little loose, it seems. So let's go for this right here. And then honestly, with this deck, you just want to pressure all around. Just keep him on his hind heels, keep him on his toes, whatever you got to keep him on, okay? I might also experience a power outage during this video, apparently, so just be aware for that. E-Barbs. wow, this is going to be a grotesque deck. Honestly, probably should have saved my Rascals, but it's okay. Let's go for our Goblins up high here, which are not going to pull the E-Barbs at all. But hey, you know what? Sometimes you're out for an adventure, and we put the Goblins over a little too high, which again is part of the adventure as well. Beautiful. Rascal Boy is tanking a lot for that Rascal, which is honestly beautiful. Let's go for a little bit of a resummon here. You know, why not? I see everybody doing it with this card. The unfortunate part is he does have his King Tower activated. But the good thing about that is that now that his minion horde is at 1 HP, which is pretty much makes him as useless as Flying Skeletons, which are useless. But anyway, let's go for our Suspicious Bush in the other lane. And minion horde is just a card that needs buff. It absolutely does. They did have a little bit of a sneak peek of a new Evo coming out this season in their kind of seasoning opening intro type of thing. So I think that maybe they're doing a minion horde Evo, maybe they're doing a minion Evo. Not exactly sure what they're doing, but I guess we'll just find out later. Let's go for this over here. Let's go for a little bit of, he doesn't get the Rascal Girls, which is beautiful. The Rascal Boy is still freaking tanking. That guy's got the health of a hippopotamus. Let's go with this right over the other lane. Again, you want to apply the pressure. We got a Dark Goblin Rascal in this lane. You got a Skeleton Barrel in this lane. How is he going to defend? Royal Ghost is on the tower, and Rascal Girl's chipping from behind, and his other tower is completely gone as well. I mean, really, you really want to pack in as much, and you are packing in as much girth and tonnage as you can into the deck. You want to reciprocate that girth into the battlefield. That's exactly what we're doing here today. Let's go for a little bit of a fireball action right here because I don't want that doing all that damage. Hey, no! Right, just gotta hit him with one of those sometimes. Let's go for our Goblins here as well, since I did not even notice the freeze while I was screaming at my pets. And maybe we go for a Skeleton Barrel. A little bit. This play is also really good. You want to see sometimes. Yeah, right here I already gave up. Beautiful. But that's going to be a play you're going to see a lot, and it honestly is kind of a tips and tricks type play. You're going to go for the Skeleton Barrel, then you're going to go with the Dark Goblin. You got that nice sack coming in front, and you're going to want the forcefulness from behind, which is going to be Dark Goblin, because if they log the Dark Goblin, they don't have their log for the Skeleton Barrel, and obviously vice versa. And if they wait too long, Dark Goblin's going to chip away. Ooh, yes. Join the clan, Lumber Daddies. Anyway, let's hop back into the third best deck. Not really, again, these are not really in order necessarily, but they are just going to be the top 5 best decks. The order actually, based on what percentage is, this is the third one. I guess it goes in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decks. So I guess you could say they do kind of go in order, but ultimately going to be the top 5. So the Magic Archer one did have the highest one, which is the one I lost with, and then the one I just won with had the second highest. Let's go for a Goblin in here. We can actually spawn some Goblins. He actually might be using the deck that I used at the first play. Let's actually go for a Barbarian Barrel here, though. I didn't really expect their piggies to have that much health, but they ended up having quite a bit of health. He's going to go for a little bit of Dark Goblin there, or a Magic Archer at least. The Spear Goblins are absolutely chipping that guy down. Wow! I mean, Spear Goblin just tickle my toenails raw. Absolutely beautiful. Let's go for a little bit of a poison here, actually. We can go for a little bit of a kind of a charade play because I think that's going to get poisoned. Doesn't really have any more Swarm cards. The Royal Ghost should be taken out by my Giant Skeleton with liquidity, and we should be able to hopefully get to the tower because I'm not sure what else he has for tanking purposes other than his towers and that card. His Swarm cards are not there, and quite frankly, he just gave up. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to have to go for this. We're going to actually just sneak our Goblins down as well. Hopefully, he doesn't log that automatically. We'll see exactly what spell he has, which is probably soon. He's going to use his log a little late, which is going to be fine with me. And I think we can honestly maybe go in for a graveyard here. Maybe just secure his tower off rip, right? I'm not trying to wait too long. We can honestly resummon these Goblins right away as well, just for some extra girth. And we should be able to take the entire tower right here, which we are going to be able to. Pretty beautiful. And the Furnace is going to go for the Magic Archer, which I like a lot. I think we actually will be able to take the Magic Archer out just because he doesn't have a lot of health, and this guy doesn't seem to be using his ability, which is fantastic. Okay, now we just have to lock in the defense, which honestly, a nice Goblin Hub Barbell should do the trick on defense. So I honestly don't want to really use that right now. I'm going to go for my Skeleton Giant in the back, actually, just because I do want to save this for his piggies. So we're going to go for the piggies right now. We're going to wait till they all fall on the tower, and then we're going to go for a nice little Barbell right there. Unfortunately, that piggy is in the tower. We do have a few Spear Goblins still alive to help with the chip, but we are obviously receiving quite a bit of damage on our tower, unfortunately. But do we really have a choice? Not really. So let's go for this here. It'll be interesting to see if he... Okay, he has... Let's go for poison here, actually. This is going to be very valuable poison. It's going to poison the hut. We're going to poison obviously the Spear Goblins. The Skeletons are getting poisoned, so they are unfortunately distracting my Giant Skeleton. Our main priority right now is defense, although I did kind of go for an offensive play there. I really don't want to play some good D. I think we're going to have to go for a Giant Skeleton on defense, and unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to defend this one. Let's actually go for our hut at the last second here, and maybe just try to defend this one last time, because we know that he only has 43 seconds left. He's going to have to go for another push into the tower, which I actually like. That gives me a way to kind of reciprocate on offense if I need to. So let's set up with a nice little juicy and moist Furnace in the back right here. The Giant Skeleton's at full HP, or at least a lot of HP, so that should be pretty good. He's going to go for that, which I don't mind. We're actually going to go for a poison right here, and then we're actually going to go, honestly, when that dies, we're going to go for something really grotesque, and I want you to kind of eyeball exactly what it's going to be. That blew up right now, so we're going to go for a tank and spank, play in the pocket, and a graveyard as well, since that's pretty being pretty moist. Let's go for our Barbarian Barrel on this, since we're going to, it's going to be a pretty good play. The Princess is distracted. Unfortunately, we are doing pretty much 0 damage to the tower. I'm not actually sure how. Here we had a giant skeleton tank for the graveyard, and, well, I just got my booty tenderized. Let's go for this right here. Let's go for this right here. Let's go for this right here. I'm not exactly sure exactly all that I'm doing, but I'm doing something for sure. Let's go Barbarian Barrel way back, so in case he wants to dash back, he can't. And then, the Magic Archer really is frying me right there. 3 shots, and I mean... Wow, okay, wow, and my first completely gone as well. Dude, this is not too well. He just uses log there, though, so let's go for this. We can go for our poison right on his Magic Archer, though, and unfortunately, he has a lot of defense. He has the Goblin Hut, too, in case he wants to resummon that. Magic Archer does step out of the way, unfortunately, so he does have that back in hand. I think the Magic Archer has such low health, though. Yeah, I just died automatically anyway. Let's go for a Furnace, though. We prepare for his piggies. We'll go for one of these, and honestly, one of these as well, just to get rid of that spirit, and hopefully they'll stay alive, which they do. Let's go for our Goblins on the Magic Archer here, and hopefully take him out in a few shots so that he can't spawn backwards. He's going to do that anyway, but that's fine, because we're going to go for a fat skeleton in the pocket, which I think should be pretty good. We're going to resummon these, actually, too, just for a little bit of extra girth on the offensive side. Hopefully we can get our giant skeleton in the tower there. He is cooking towards the tower. Unfortunately, the Rogue Ghost is pulling him backwards. We are doing a lot of damage with the poison factor, though, so that's not too bad. Let's go for this here. Let's actually go for our Barbarian Barrel as well. He's going to Fireball, so we're going to actually have to go for our Goblins, and then we can see if we can go with a giant skeleton, again, as I said, a little bit in the pocket here, just to kill that Magic Archer. If he dashes back, that's fine. We're still going to be able to take him out completely with our giant skeleton, which is nice. That actually does have a lot of health. Wow, I did not expect all that health. Let's go for this right here. We can actually still go for a Goblin Hut right here, and this guy is really getting on my freaking nerves. It's actually unfortunate. Let's go for this, and we only have 30 seconds left to kind of make a big play here, so we're going to make a fat freaking play. Let's go for this right here. Let's go for our Graveyard in the pocket here, and hopefully we can take his tower on this play. We're going to use all of it up. We're going to go for the poison. We're going to go for the resummon here. We are not messing around in any category, shape, or form here. The Skeletons are doing a lot of damage, and I think that's this entire tower. Wow! Okay, I did not expect to win that game. We absolutely destroyed him. Destroyed. Take it how you want to take it, but we did a pretty good job there. Let's go for the 4th best deck they're going to be able to use. It kind of, now that I think about it, is in order, so I guess this is going to be the 4th best deck. But still all, I think, above the 50% win range in terms of win percentage, which, again, you might say, well, that's only 50%. It's the best. I mean, statistically, it is the best. You're not going to find a 90% win range deck, and unless no one's using the deck, and it's not even really proven to be good. And so you're going to want to look definitely at the highest played decks that also have the highest win percentage. That's how you're going to find really the best deck. And so here it is. We're going to be playing against an Expo player, which with P.E.K.K.A, it's not the end of the world unless he plays a defensive Expo version of, kind of what he's playing. I'm going to go for a Fireball here, which might not be the best, but I think his Archer is going to be really, really, really chaotic if I don't do that. He's going to go for a Skeleton, which is going to be nice against my Bandit. I kind of assumed he was going to do that. And then I don't really know exactly what to do against, this type of player. Let's go for this, and honestly, we're going to actually go for a little bit of a Magic Archer lineup here. It's okay. We're going to be right on the Expo anyway. He's going to go for a little bit of a blockade defense there. We should be able to take out that Knight before the Expo is done with our P.E.K.K.A. And unfortunately, our P.E.K.K.A is going to be kind of a dead meat. We could always go for kind of a reverse play here. We'll see exactly what he does. It's going to be directly on the tower. I was going to go for the reverse play, but it's fine. And I think we're just going to let that connect. Ooh, probably should have targeted it. I probably should have chained that to the tower, but I didn't. He does have Tesla down right now, which is going to be a little bit of a situation. He doesn't have his Knight down, though, so he could try to cycle back maybe with Skeletons or something, which I can just zap. We'll see what he does, though. He's going to go for probably Skeletons here, yeah. A good surround by him as well. You can see this guy's definitely a technical player, which makes me interested in why he's playing a, kind of a classic challenge, but okay, whatever floats your boat. Let's actually go for our Electro Wizard right here, just so we can maybe take that fully out. I don't want to have to do anything with that. He's going to go for the Boost Knight here, which I don't actually mind from him, because we're going to be able to go battle around the lane. Hopefully it supplies some pressure. I think he will unfortunately have enough for his Tesla, but we'll see what he does against that. He kind of forces it down, to be honest, so he could be a little low on Elixir here. I might actually be able to go for my P.E.K.K.A in the back, but you never know against these guys. You don't want to be too tender because they definitely strike fast. So we're going to have to see if he's going to go P.E.K.K.A. I might just kind of go for a ballsy play here. Why not? It's going to shoot pretty fast. We can see what he's going to do against that. He's going to log that only. He's going to try to go for King Tower activation and miserably fail. Let's go for a Royal Ghost of the Bridge as well. Kind of just, again, keep this guy on his toes. I think it's going to be the best bet. Let's go for our bandit right here. And we're going to go into double elixir. So we're going to have a lot of time. We're going to go for this. And we're going to go for a zap on his skeletons pretty much immediately. We'll see when he places them. And he's just not going to place them, which is fantastic. Let's go for fireball here. And then hopefully our P.E.K.K.A. can get to that Tesla there. Hopefully one shot. Nope. He knows exactly what my plan is. So that's not going to work. But he did place his Tesla down, so he does have a fast cycle. It might be a little tricky to get through it. He does have a fireball as well, which I'm honestly not too keen at spotting. And he's directly on my tower. Beautiful. Let's go for this here. Let's go for a little bit of zap. We can go, obviously, for this kind of a P.E.K.K.A. play right here. And he does honestly have that Tesla position is really frying me right now. I just realized a middle Tesla is honestly really deadly. And he does have these skeletons just in perfect timing to defend literally everything I have. And we're going to be able to zap that back onto my Electric Explosion Wizard, which is not that bad. He's going to have another Tesla, unfortunately, but you know exactly what can I do against that? I really can't. Middle Tesla, once again. I mean, this guy is honestly putting some girth in the toast. Let's go for maybe Magic Archer to the bridge here. I don't want to be too tender with it, but I kind of have to be, you know, girthy enough to just maybe do some slight damage on his tower. I mean, I hate these players nevertheless. They are actually the epitome of this game. It really is disgusting to just see the fact that, I mean, you can have a tower aimed directly at your tower from the other side of the map, which you pretty much can't defend at all, except for play defense on. It's honestly just, I mean, I don't know what I just said there. That didn't make any sense. But still, it's a super hard to defend a tower directly being on your tower from the other side of the map that does instant damage repeatedly for, like, freaking 14 minutes straight because the cooldown period is definitely not long enough. We're going to have to go for a little bit of a fireball play here because he's definitely going to put some skeletons down, I feel like. There they are. And yet he's still directly on the tower. There's nothing I can do about that. I mean, it's just unfortunate, man. I mean, I'm just getting, I'm getting, like, repeatedly spanked with a belt. I'm telling, you know, like, I keep getting in trouble and he just keeps hitting me with a wooden spoon. Let's go for this in this lane right here. And he's setting up a Tesla on defense now. And that's how we know we lost because he's going to play fireball cycle on me like I'm some type of joke. And that's how he's treating me right now, which I actually don't like, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, he's killing my Magic Archer from the other side of the lane. I actually don't know what to do here. He just zapped that thing to death. I'm going to go for a Rogue Ghost in the middle here. What do I actually do? I mean, I don't think this is not even a lineup I can actually win. Is it? I don't think it is. I think this has to be a joke. And there's not even a physical possibility that I'm going to get past this guy's defense. It's just so raw. He's fireballing literally nothing at this point, and he's still going to win the game because of how broken his cards are. I mean, he's using an entire freaking castle turret on defense. I don't even know what I can do. Fireballing the Magic Archer or fireballing the archers. My P.E.K.K.A. is looking like a lost dog in the middle of a rainforest at this point. I mean, it's just 13 seconds left. Yeah, I'm going to have to give him the ball. Well, I'll see you in the next game. You know, whether you want to say that I should be winning certain games or not, or how maybe that was not a bad matchup and, you know, again, whatnot, you can't deny the facts. You know, some YouTubers will try to push an agenda of, oh, I created the best deck. Oh, I have the best deck for you. This is the best deck. It's not. There's no statistics to back that, okay? You have to understand, literally none. These are statistically the best decks. So even if I don't win with them, they still are the best decks. It's not like it changes the category of deck. It literally is the best deck from statistics standpoint. These are decks with the best win percentage. They are the decks at highest Ultimate Champion. They are the best decks. There's no way how you want to put it. They're the best. Let's go for this play right here. Just kind of wanted to say that before maybe I lose this game as well. Or maybe just another, yeah, you know, we're going to leave it at that, okay? I might not be the best with these decks again. I'll play them a lot, but they are the best decks, no matter what. This guy's playing Piggies. It's going to be a tender load, for sure. It's going to be one of those loads where, honestly, I might not be able to defend as well as I think. But we're going to try it. Let's go for this right here. And he's going to be playing a lot of D. He might go for a cannon on that, so I'm going to go Goblins instead. And he just didn't go for a cannon. Fantastic. Let's go for a Barbarian Barrel there as well. And hopefully we can try to kill this girl. Yeah, we get a shot on the tower. That might be the only shot we're going to get all game. I mean, this is like, oh, man. I mean, these guys, first of all, Piggies is a good deck, okay? These meta decks are going to be good. I think they're all good. In fact, there might be, 30 more with a high, wow, good job, Minion. There might be 30 more with a win percentage 49.9. But, again, still top 5 are going to be these ones. Now, in the right hands, they could be a little more juicy. In my hands, probably not as juicy. But still, I'm going to try to pack as much punch as I can, which I think I'm honestly kind of doing right now, especially because this guy's using Piggies, which is a pretty broken deck. Let's go with our Barbarian Barrel on his mother, on his little mommy. When we get time, hopefully we can lock on the tower here. I honestly do really want to. Let's go for a little bit of a defense here. We honestly need to play defense on this because if we don't play defense on this, it's actually really bad. We really do need to play defense. That's actually beautiful. Wait, hold up. Did we lock on the tower there? I think we did. Please tell me we locked on the tower there. Ah! How does he get it? I mean, he just clips me every time. It's just honestly disgusting. Yes, spent 3 elixir on a useless earthquake for literally a quarter of my mortar's HP, and he's still gonna get away with it too. It's repulsive. He gets away with anything he wants. It's like a good little spoiled brat. Let's go for a little bit of this right here. Let's go for a little bit of this right here actually as well. A nice little earthquake to defend the entirety of my offense and defense, right? I mean, who loves that as well? A tower that, I mean, I was complaining before about how, a tower should be able to shoot from the other side of the map, which I completely understand. But this guy's using a spell that not only acts as his defense, but also his offense. I mean, it's honestly just crazy. Or I guess it's just his offense, really, but it kills my defense and offense, which is going to be my mortar, defending his piggies, and offending his tower. Let's go for our mortar right here. I think the faster we cycle our mortar, the better. I mean, the juicier it really gets. Let's go for this, and let's go for our barbell as well. I'm trying to just take that all out in one girthy sweep. Not really trying to put up a fight there. Roswell's going to be alive at 1 HP. In fact, I might just go for a cannon cart here because sometimes, why not, right? Why not go for a cannon cart there? He uses cannon as well. In fact, he might cycle back to it just because of how girthy of a chud he is. We're already at ultimate or overtime. I don't think we're even going to get to the tower there. Barely lick it. He puts on his cannon for his late D. And you know what? I'm not feeling this guy's D, right? I'm not trying to feel him out. Let's go for a nice little mortar here. And let's freaking tenderize this dude. Let's go for a Goblin's other lane and try to push other lane as well. He goes for a little bit of a defense there. In fact, all his defense. It's earthquakes literally at all. And nothing I can do about it. That's freaking disgusting. I'm sorry. That's honestly disgusting. Like, literally kills my entire offense with 3 elixir. I mean, I don't even know what to say against that. Let's go for a resummon here. Why not? We're going to be directed on the tower. And a log is going to just take care of everything. Yes. I physically can't do anything. Let's go for our mortar right here just so we're not getting him any damage on the tower. And beautiful. His cannon's going to instantly destroy everything. I mean, yes, there's really nothing more I could ask for besides just an absolutely horrible game, and we have no defense. Literally, we have no defense. There's no defense. What even happened? Did I use my fireball and did I snort it? Let's go for our mortar in the middle of the map here. I don't know what's happening, man. I don't know what's happening. Sometimes you just gotta these decks, man. Oh yes! Earthquake, please. Let's go for goblins right here. We are on the tower with 0 HP left. Let's go for this. Hopefully we can take that out. We do. Let's go for our rascals right here as well. And I'm going to try to win this game. Okay, I'm going to try the best of my nutsack to win this game. Unfortunately, it's sweating a little too profuse right now, so I might not be able to, but we're going to try. Let's go with this here. Let's go for our goblins right here. And in 10 seconds, I don't think I can take this guy out at all. I mean, this guy's defense is like getting into the White House. I honestly don't even know how I could physically get past that with this deck. But, hey, you're welcome to try it, okay? If you can be piggies with this deck, that would be a pretty big load you just took on. But anyway, regardless of me winning or not, I know I lost all 3. Well, you got to give a man credit, okay? Regardless of winning, losing, 1 of the best decks, 2 second best deck, 3rd best deck, 4th best deck, and 5th best deck in the entire game right now to get to Ultimate Champion or to play in Ultimate Champion because they are the highest win percentage. So, take it from me or not, but those are the best decks. Anyway, thank you for watching. Run it up, run it up.